They're wanted and they could be living right next to you. Thieves, burglars, other fugitives wanted by law enforcement trying to stay under the radar. That is, until now. The U.S. Marshals granted Night on Your Side behind-the-scenes access as officers rounded up offenders with warrants out for their arrest. In a Night on Your Side Crime Watch tonight, Kevin Keene takes us into the action.
Outside, under the cover of darkness, law enforcement gear up.
I have what's called undercover vest, and I have a load-bearing vest here that's going to have most of my gear on it.
Flashlight, check. Extra magazines, check. Taser, ready to go.
Nothing's more unnerving than when you get somewhere and it doesn't work. But you know, Murphy plays a lot into our job, so we just try to take a lot of the Murphy out.
This is Deputy U.S. Marshal Daniel Leyva, part of a team of about a dozen federal agents, local police officers, and others hitting Tucson's south side streets in a targeted and intense effort to round up offenders wanted for felonies. This is Operation Grinch Stopper.
We're focusing on fugitives that have a criminal history or that have warrants for robbery, burglary, larceny, shoplifting.
On the team, the Marshal Service, Tucson Police, ICE, Oro Valley PD, and others. The Marshal Service asked we not show you their faces. Some work undercover, others need to go unrecognized. With unmarked cars, they meet in this shopping center parking lot to plan what they hope will be the first arrest of the day.
We know where we're going, we know how we're going to get there, and once we get there, we know what we're going to do.
They head to the address of a suspected robber. Surrounding the man's home, it takes less than 5 minutes to find and handcuff him.
It looked so easy, was it?
Well, I wouldn't say it looks easy. I think anytime you do your homework and you do a good job of you know, working up your case and knowing all the players, you know, knowing the family, knowing the person you're looking for and how he operates, you know, it's going to go easy.
On this morning, that homework is already done. Months of surveillance, interviews, and investigations are detailed in file after file, paperwork reviewed before each arrest. Speaking of, it's time for the next one.
Well, we briefed up the next one, and we're just leapfrogging to the other one.
But this time, the parole violator is not home. That happens, though this task force specifically started early in the morning to catch people at home, maybe even sleeping. The team's next try works. A woman, a suspected thief, is hauled away in handcuffs without incident. Leyva says some fugitives fight back or run, which everyone needs to be prepared for and is one reason so many officers are involved. Strength and safety in numbers.
What are some of those dangers that you need to be prepared for?
Well, I mean, obviously anything from somebody who has a weapon, who has a gun. I mean, obviously we're going after people who have warrants for their arrest.
Another case of yours?
On to another fugitive who isn't at the address listed, but something leads them to another home.
The team was looking for someone and he wasn't at the last location, but they found some new information that he might be here at this trailer.
It's the police! The police! Open the door! Open it or I'm ripping it off!
With weapons drawn, they spot their man, a suspected thief. Off he goes in handcuffs. In a few hours, the team grabs 3 of 5 Grinches. Thieves, burglars, and others now off Tucson's streets.
If we don't arrest somebody for one of these warrants, they may, you know, do the same crime to somebody and maybe ruin their holiday or may hurt somebody.
In Tucson, Kevin Keene, KGUN-9 on your side.
Operation Grinch Stopper took place over several days across the state last week. The U.S. Marshal Service says officers nabbed 143 fugitives statewide, including 38 arrests in Tucson.